Hey, it's Mike. Thanks for tuning back in. Today is Wednesday. It's the last day of my 5-day weekend. It's been really nice, and I thought I would get more videos recorded in the 5 days with 3 days off here, but I have not been nearly as productive as I expected to be. I actually anticipated working on my PC, getting it more organized. I'm building a website for Junk Wax Hero, which I thought I'd get a lot more of it done. And I ended up not really doing much of anything except watching TV and hanging out with my kids and wife. So, and that's nice. I'm not complaining in any way or saying that it's been bad. It's been awesome, very relaxing. But I didn't get as much as I thought. But I'm going to go through something that I thought might be a good idea for my PC and get your perspective. And then if you're new here, please subscribe. I've got coming up here this week, I'm planning, I should say, a deep dive, not a deep dive, that's the wrong word, but more exploration of all of the websites you can use to manage your collection. And the challenges with them, I've explored pretty much all of them over the last week or so. And I'm going to go talk about the one that I've selected. And then on Saturday, I'm going to an LCS I've never been to before. I'm hoping I have a chance to, and I'll probably post that middle of next week. On Sunday, I'm going to the biggest card show in Maine, in Augusta at the Elks Lodge. So I'm really excited about that, and I'll post that video Sunday. Next week, I'm hoping to go to a different LCS, so I should have a couple of different LCS videos coming out soon, which I'm really excited about. So yeah, I'm busy. Click subscribe, click that bell icon, and like this video. It really helps me out. So about a month ago, maybe 6 weeks ago, I posted a video about CSG's new grading system and their new labels. And I like the new labels. I don't love them, but I do like them. And then somebody commented, I think on that video, that if you have a 9.5 slab in the old labels, you can pay them $5 to reholder it with the new label, and they'll put it as a 10 in the new label. And I got thinking, so all the 9.5s that are really cheap right now, I can buy some 9.5s and then just pay $5 to upgrade them to a 10. This might be a good idea. Problem is, I think that a lot of other people had the same idea because the prices started going up on the 9.5s. But I did get a couple that I'm going to reholder. I like Alex Verdugo of the Red Sox. I'm a big Red Sox fan. And I found this card here. It's 2020 Chrome Update Pink Wave. And the card goes raw for about $5. I paid $10 for the 9.5. So in theory, I paid $15. If you add the $10 that I paid for this plus $5 to reholder it, I paid $15, or I will have paid $15 to have a CSG 10. So $15 for a CSG 10 for a Verdugo Pink Wave Topps Chrome Update. It's not his rookie card. I don't really know. Again, I've said this many times. I'm a vintage guy. I'm a junk wax guy. The modern stuff, I'm learning a lot more about, but I don't know everything about this stuff. So I looked. Are there any 10s anywhere, even listed? Nothing. There's not a single CSG 10, PSA 10, BGS 10, SGC 10. Not only that, there aren't any listed anywhere, period, at any grade. So I was trying to get an idea. If I have a CSG 10, what's the value of that? And it's going on my PC, so I don't really need to know. I just like to know. It's interesting to me. But there's not a single one listed that's not raw. So is this card rare? I don't know with the Pink Wave. Pausing here to explain that based on my math, with 2 Pink Waves found in every hanger box and 100 cards in the set, I believe that means that you should find the Verdugo in every 50 hanger boxes, which to me is semi-rare and still pretty darn cool. So I thought that was cool. Anyway, CSG 9.5, $5 I get it upgraded to a 10 in the new labels, and hopefully the new labels, the grade is actually centered. As you can see, This is not. They get a 7 for centering on that. And I also have a James Wiseman rookie, 9.5, which I'll reholder at a 10. This centering is a little better. I give it a 9 for centering. And then this Bo Bichette, I actually sent back to them because they had what they call a mechanical error. And they reholdered it for me with the correct label. The label was wrong. It was missing the image variation. And the grade came back more poorly centered, if you can believe that. This is like a 2 on centering. Look at how bad that is. And I've been looking at some new CSG labels, and the grade does seem to be centered better. But I got thinking, can I, and I alluded to this a little bit, can I find guys at CSG 9.5 and buy them cheap, like 10 bucks, like I did with the Verdugo? And it's not really as easy as I thought it was going to be. Especially, guys, my favorite is Juan Soto. Obviously, you're not going to get much vintage at 9.5, but modern guys, Juan Soto, I saw his 2018 Topps Chrome update, CSG 9.5, going for about $225. The PSA 10 goes for $275. So, you know, there's that $50 difference you're going to make up in the grading fee. And plus you have that risk of it coming in at a lower PSA grade, although unlikely because PSA is a more lenient grader than CSG by all accounts. So then I thought, what about injured guys like Wiseman? You know, I mentioned my Wiseman here at a 9.5. Can I get other Wiseman rookie cards graded at a 9.5, buy them cheap? And that's more likely. I'm not going to buy any because I'm not an investor. I'm not the investor type, and I'm not a Wiseman fan. But it was an interesting thing, and I do love Zion, and I went and I looked for Zion at 9.5s, and those aren't as cheap as you might think, despite his long-term injury and the fact that a lot of people think he's basically done. He's the next Greg Oden, which I think is ridiculous. I think Zion's going to have a Hall of Fame career if he can stay healthy, and I don't think Oden was ever going to do that. Let me know what you think about this. Is this a smart strategy? Maybe for investing, it seems to be potentially more clear. But for a PC, if I can find cheap guys, like I looked for Pedro Martinez 9.5s, couldn't find any. I looked for Griffey Jr. 9.5s. There just aren't a lot of CSG 9.5s because they're such a tough grader. And a lot of these 9.5s, the sellers smartened up and they started listing them at buy it now prices that make a lot more sense. It's much more difficult on eBay to find an auction for these that are starting at like 99 cents. I checked My Slabs too, that's where I got the Verdugo. My Slabs has some cheap slabs, and of course with My Slabs you're getting them with shipping included. So like this, I paid $10 shipped, which is an awesome deal because the seller probably paid close to $4. So I really paid like $6 for the card, CSG 10 essentially. So anyway, thanks very much for watching.